Welcome back to MS General Repair. My name is Mike. We're continuing on with the reassembly of the carburetor for the Cadet lawn tractor. We've got everything pretty much reassembled in the carburetor. Now we're to the point where we're going to join the two halves of the body back together. The emulsion tube have to go up into these bores. And everything's back together. The kit gives you new screws to hold the two halves together. So we're just going to put a little bit of a little dab of anti-seize on them. It doesn't take much, but we're going with steel screws in an aluminum body, so a little anti-seize will stop the electrolysis from locking these together. So somebody's got to take this apart in the future. They won't round out the heads of these Phillips head screws trying to break them loose. And we'll go diagonally across from each other. And pull the body together. It's pretty much together now. But that way we'll just be ensured that the body is going back together squarely. A little artist brush works well for this, because the brush that comes with the never seize is kind of big for these little screws, and you don't need a big glob of it on there. So we'll just snug these up well. And then we'll put we'll get our fuel shutoff solenoid in place. And I've been referring to this part here as the fuel shutoff seat, but it's really not a seat. It's more of a guide bushing. It guides the ram and the needle, and keeps it fairly straight. The needle part of this, the seat is cut into the main jet. So just so I don't offend somebody by calling it the wrong by the wrong term. I know what I mean. I just gotta make sure everybody else knows what I mean. And they gave you new, the shut-off solenoid came with new mounting screws for it as well. And just try to pull that down evenly. Okay, and I've got a 12 volt DC power supply here, and what I've done is I've just hooked up the negative side to the mounting bracket on that for ground, and the let me get it in frame here, and the positive side I can just touch to the to the supply cable for that solenoid, and you could hear it clicking, so that we know that it's moving freely and it's not bound up. Okay, so we've got the carburetor back out here on the tractor now, and we're just going to put our mounting bolts back on. We've got the one that goes here in the front, and we've got the one on the back right corner. And that's the one with the washer that attaches the ground wire and mounts the carburetor. And this really isn't as bad as it looks. It takes me far longer to do this to make a video, trying to work within the camera frame and keep my hands and everything out of the way so you could see what's going on, than it does to do it when you're not trying to film it. And for some reason we're not getting lined up here. It's just the cable for the solenoid is a little stiff and was shoving me out of alignment. But it takes a lot longer to do this and try and explain what you're doing and why as you go along, and try and work in the camera frame and keep yourself out of the way so that viewers can see what's going on than it does when you're just doing it and working whatever position is most comfortable for you and putting the part wherever it's most comfortable for you to work on. But it is what it is. So, but it really doesn't take that long to do that, to do this job. You know, when you're just doing it, it's a fairly quick process. So that's all reassembled. I'm just trying to make sure everything's moving freely. And it is. So that's it. I'll get it pulled up a little closer to the door to keep the fumes out of the garage, and we'll see if we get it fired up. Okay, so I'm going to give it a couple shots of gas. Just to help it get going, so that the prime up the system without having to crank the hell out of the starter. Let me get the float bowl filled up, because otherwise we're going to run out of filming time here. Okay, we've got it going. I hate to admit it, but I had forgotten to turn the new manual fuel shutoff on that I put on this tractor. So that's why it was taking so long to prime up. I turned that on, gave it another shot of gas just to let the engine run faster and run the fuel pump faster to fill the bowl, and now fires right off. Okay, so that's going to be the end of part 2. All that's left is to put the air cleaner base plate back on. I've got to send that through the parts washer and scrape the old gasket off the back of it. I don't think that really needs a video to get that. It's in the first part of the video. It's just the reverse of what we did to remove it. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, leave a comment, and have yourself a great day.